Daniel Carter was no stranger to adventure. He had trekked through mountains, explored forgotten ruins, and waded through the thickest jungles. But nothing fascinated him more than the untouched forests, the ones with no marked trails, no tourists, just nature in its purest form. When he heard about Black Hollow Forest, a dense woodland known for its eerie silence and local legends, he knew he had to see it for himself. The villagers in the nearby town warned him against it. They spoke of strange figures moving between the trees, of voices calling out in the dead of night. But Daniel dismissed it all as superstition. With his backpack secured, he ventured in. The silence. From the moment Daniel stepped into Black Hollow, he noticed something odd. There were no sounds, no birds chirping, no rustling of leaves, just an oppressive silence that weighed on his ears. It was unnatural. Still, he pressed on, weaving through gnarled trees and dense underbrush. Hours passed, and as the sun began to set, he decided to set up camp. But as he gathered wood for a fire, he heard it, his own voice calling out from the distance. "Hello?" The voice mimicked him perfectly, an exact replica. Daniel froze, his blood turning cold. He hadn't spoken. The figures as darkness fell, he saw them, shadows moving between the trees, just at the edge of his vision. Tall, thin figures with elongated limbs. They didn't move like people. They twisted and jerked, disappearing the moment he tried to focus on them. Then the whispers began. Not just one, but dozens. They spoke in hushed tones, saying his name over and over. "Daniel, Daniel, come closer." His heart pounded. He grabbed his flashlight and shined it towards the trees. For a brief second, he saw a figure standing just beyond the light, a grotesque, pale creature with hollow black eyes and a twisted grin. Then it was gone. The hunt panic surged through him. He tore down his tent, grabbed his gear, and ran. But no matter which direction he went, the trees seemed endless, looping into themselves. The whispers followed. The voices became clearer, mimicking his own thoughts. Then he saw something worse. Footprints. Not just any footprints, his own. Perfectly replicated, leading him in a circle. And then he heard his own voice again, right behind him. "You can't leave.